Breaking news as we come on the air this midday. A Lakeland woman is accused of poisoning and killing 3 of her neighbor's pets. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay. I'm Courtney Robinson. Now, this comes on the heels of 2 other animal cruelty cases in Polk County in the last 2 weeks. 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser is live in the neighborhood where this newest incident happened in Lakeland. Eric.
Yeah, Courtney, this one is a heartbreaker. The sheriff told us that this actually occurred back in August, but that it took them nearly 5 months to finally have some resolution in the case because the evidence needed to go through several pairs of hands at least 3 universities before they were able to finally figure out what the poison was and what it was used for. Let me show you some of the images that the sheriff's office shared with us, including that of 51-year-old Tamisha Knighton. She was allegedly angry with her neighbors, they say, and had yelled at them to keep their children and animals out of her yard. They say back on August 16th, those same neighbors found 2 of their cats, Luna and Pancake, dead in their yard. Hours later, their pregnant chihuahua named Daisy had also died. Investigators say they were able to retrieve that video from Knighton's home, which showed her wearing rubber gloves, handling a styrofoam bowl filled with chicken strips and covered with what she called special seasoning. Again, samples were sent to laboratories at the University of Florida, Texas A&M, and Michigan State University. They concluded that the food had been poisoned with a pesticide called forate.
State, in order for us to determine the poison that was used, and that we had to tie the poison to the various animals back to the source.
So the sheriff says that Knighton told them that she is a nurse working for United Healthcare here in the Lakeland area, but there is no indication that any of the chemicals, the poison, anything that was used was taken from her workplace. The sheriff says these sorts of things do happen time to time where there are neighbor disputes, but that this case should serve as a lesson not to take matters into your own hand. He said if you can't resolve it between the 2 parties, call the sheriff's office. They will intervene. And now Knighton faces felony abuse charges. Reporting live.
Eric Glasser reporting live for us from Lakeland. And this is the 3rd animal cruelty case in Polk County in the last 2 weeks. The other 2 involve elderly neglect. Former 2nd grade teacher Lisa Lacherat will be back in court later this month. On December 22nd, Polk deputies removed more than 300 cats and birds from her home in Frostproof. Investigators say they lived in the house along with her 75-year-old mother in dangerous conditions. Lacherat is still in jail. Sharon Cochran also remains in jail. Last Thursday, investigators removed 35 cats and a dog from her home in Southwest Polk. An 82-year-old woman was also living inside. She has been relocated. Cochran will be arraigned later this month for elderly neglect and dozens of animal neglect charges. We're also